It's here. It's actually here. People are losing their minds. This thing's legitimately broke the gaming world, and I'm not even mad about it. Let's just get into this because I'm so hyped right now. And one of the biggest surprises I've ever seen in gaming, Xbox has decided to reveal the brand new Xbox Series X console a whole year before its release. And the stage they chose was the Game Awards, which has been growing like crazy apparently. And I'm going to be very honest here, I didn't see this coming at all. I was just as shocked as everyone else. I didn't even hear a hint about this reveal, so it must have been kept very tight-lipped throughout the entire industry. Which makes me even more happy because being this surprised really does add a lot of excitement and shock value to the console. And it also gives value to a lot of these shows that are trying to gather an audience. Because if things leak, it does put a major damper on a lot of things we see in the show. And while some things did leak, I'm so happy that the new Xbox console wasn't one of them. Because after the console was released, a lot of articles started to drop and so much information was given to us about this amazing piece of hardware. We have the design of the new Xbox, we have specs, a new controller, and of course they showcased it with an amazing looking game that seems to set the standard in the industry. So let's dive into all of this and get our fill of this Xbox goodness, because all I know is that I'm truly excited about this console and I want to geek out a little bit. But before we do that, if you liked the video, hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so when I first saw the commercial come up for the new Xbox, I still didn't believe that they were going to show the new console. I almost sat there in a daze wondering what game they're trying to show or what type of commercial for Xbox Game Pass they were going to show us. But instead, they revealed one of the coolest looking consoles I've seen in a very long time, and also revealed the name of the console. And Xbox could have just shown that and let people fester with excitement about the announcement. But Microsoft didn't stop there. Instead, they unleashed an onslaught of information regarding the console and had interviews ready to go live. This was a very well organized reveal that was kept so tight-lipped that not many people saw it coming. As a matter of fact, I could probably count maybe 2 people that sort of predicted this. Other than that, no one in their right mind thought the Xbox was going to show their new console a year in advance, especially at the Game Awards show. With that being said, let's dive into some of the information that was directly said by Xbox themselves. Xbox Series X will be our fastest, most powerful console ever, and set a new bar for performance, speed, and compatibility, allowing you to bring your gaming legacy, thousands of games from 3 generations, and more forward with you. Its industrial design enables us to deliver 4 times the processing power of the Xbox One X in the most quiet and efficient way, something that is critically important in delivering truly immersive gameplay. We also designed Xbox Series X to support both vertical and horizontal orientation. It's bold and unique, very much like our fans around the world and the team of collaborators and innovators who built it. Now, the first thing I have to talk about is, of course, the power. We all knew for a very long time that this was going to be the most powerful console that Xbox has ever made. We knew it was going to be the fastest and have the best performance we've ever seen in a console. But this time they say it's going to have 4 times the processing power of the Xbox One X, which if you think about it is one of the biggest leaps for a console in any generation, let alone one that's coming from a mid-generation refresh like the Xbox One X was. They also confirmed that you can put the console vertically or horizontally, which rests a lot of people's questions, because that's one of the first things that came up when people talked to me about the console. They asked if it's always going to be vertical or can they lay it down. So it's awesome that Xbox thought of this and cleared it out of the way. And speaking of the design, I have to say it's one amazing looking console. I'm not saying that because I enjoy Xbox as a platform. I'm saying that because it's truly so cool and different looking. It truly does feel bold and unique. So it does stand out and it does make me want to buy the console because I think it will look so cool in my entertainment area. Not to mention the size helps keep the console very quiet, much like the current Xbox is. That's one huge advantage I think the Xbox has over every other console. It runs very smooth and you don't hear it when it's on. And while seeing the design of the console is awesome and a huge step forward for some people in deciding if they want to buy the console, I have to say the specs and the hardware is the main draw to people. And Xbox doesn't disappoint because they talk about the specs in a statement. Here's what they say. From a technical standpoint, this will manifest as world-class visuals in 4K at 60 FPS, with the possibility of up to 120 FPS, including support for variable refresh rate and 8K capability. Powered by our custom-designed processor leveraging the latest Zen 2 and next-generation RDNA architecture from our partners at AMD, Xbox Series X will deliver hardware-accelerated ray tracing and a new level of performance never before seen in a console. Additionally, our patent variable rate shading technology will allow developers to get even more out of the Xbox Series X GPU, and our next-generation SSD will virtually eliminate load times and bring players into their gaming worlds faster than ever before. Right off the bat, we already knew that this console was aiming for native 4K at 60 FPS, and maybe some games will run at 120 frames per second depending on the size of the game, and honestly, the talent of the developers working on them. But then they talk about 8K capabilities and variable refresh rate, which to me is a huge advantage to have in gaming. They also confirm hardware accelerated ray tracing, but in a custom chip they developed with AMD, so we don't know what the capabilities will be surrounding this, considering it's going to be developed solely for the Xbox console. Now, the biggest surprise is the variable rate shading, which they claim is patented. Now, this is a new technology that will allow developers to really get the most out of the GPU that the Xbox has in the Xbox Series X. But they also talk about it helping the developers utilize the SSD that will virtually eliminate load times. This is something they haven't really talked about before, but it's something I've talked about on this channel. For Xbox to basically officially announce that load times will virtually be eliminated on this statement does make me even more excited about this console, because it shows that this new custom tech behind the console will help load games that much faster. This will help us get to our games much quicker and cut our downtime dramatically. No more waiting for an entire world to load in 3 or 4 minutes. Not to mention, it will help developers make bigger worlds and have us do crazy things in games we might have never seen before. The possibilities are truly endless. And while we don't know exactly what the GPU has in raw numbers, Phil Spencer still had something to say about it in an interview. Here's what he said. Microsoft isn't talking GPU performance specifics just yet, but Spencer has dropped some hints in an interview with GameSpot. We wanted to have a dramatic upgrade from the Xbox One base console, says Spencer. So when we do the math, we're over 8 times the GPU power of the Xbox One and 2 times what an Xbox One X is. The Xbox One X is a 6 teraflops of GPU performance, so the Xbox Series X will be capable of 12 teraflops. Now, the 12 teraflops of power has been thrown around for a very long time, and it's something that truly is starting to become a reality. And it's even more awesome knowing that Phil Spencer himself is saying they really wanted to have a dramatic upgrade when it compared to the previous hardware. Basically saying they wanted to make the Xbox One something of the past, making the Xbox Series X such a dramatic upgrade that people with the older consoles will want to upgrade to the new console because of the huge leap in power and performance. And when you throw in a new controller, which a lot of people have noticed, you have so much information that it will be overwhelming. But let's see what Phil Spencer says about the new Xbox Series X controller. Microsoft also revealed a new Xbox wireless controller today. Its size and shape has been refined to accommodate an even wider range of people, and it also features a new share button to make capturing screenshots and game clips simple, explained Spencer. This updated controller will work with existing Xbox One consoles and Windows 10 PCs and will ship with every Xbox Series X. The first thing you can notice on the new controller is a share button. It's the first thing I noticed, and it's something that people had a lot of questions about. Well, as you can see, the little extra button is all about interaction and capturing your experiences. It's something that I truly enjoy, and I can't wait to see how it's utilized. Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to finally share screenshots directly onto Twitter and other places. It's a welcomed addition and something I think needed to be added. But I'm also glad they didn't change the controller a whole lot, because I truly think the Xbox controller is the best controller in the world. For them to just refine it is the best possible move. Xbox doesn't need to change anything or reinvent the wheel. Don't break what's already perfect to me. Now, of course, there's other information on this console. There's cloud software attached to it. There's auto low latency modes and dynamic latency. There's so much things that I honestly want to make another video talking about all of these, and also other interviews that will probably come out in the next couple days. So keep an eye out for that. But overall, I'm so glad Xbox decided to show us the console and give us a lot of information, because it builds hype leading into next year. But it also leaves E3 wide open for them to show what games they're working on. They won't need to focus waste so much time on the new console and have it reveal. Instead, they will focus on the thing that matters the most, which is the games. And for them to show the new Hellblade Sanu game right after they reveal the console does show that Xbox isn't delusional. They understand that people will be buying these consoles for amazing looking games, and that's exactly what they showed. A graphical benchmark that everyone saw running in-engine. This whole reveal honestly brought so much confidence in Xbox for me. I see them standing tall and showing exactly what they have and aren't afraid to show what they have. Phil Spencer talked about the console, the 15 Xbox game studios, the bright future of Xbox. Microsoft and Xbox are here to stay, folks. Get used to it. But enough about what I think. Tell me what you think about all of this. Did the reveal of the Xbox Series X surprise you? What did you think of the new design? Did this whole thing excite you? Are you buying this console day one? Did the crazy looking Hellblade game impress you? Are you happy Xbox revealed their console so early? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. And also follow me on Mixer. I recently started streaming on Mixer because I find the community much more engaging and fun. So if you want to hang out and chat with me, I'm very active with my chat and always playing games. The links will be in the description. I hope to see you guys there. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.